Alia channel and Yoga with Ruby, outdoor yoga with Ruby. It's so nice. Before you do any poses, make sure your body is really warm, and then you can stretch your muscles well to flow nice and well. Let's get into tabletop position. We will get into our tabletop to do few cat and cow to warm up our spine. Let's see the foundation. Shoulder and wrist one line. Your hips and knees in one line. And the space between your knees should be like 2 fists. So our hips width apart. Hands, always open your hands. Push into the mat. We're gonna do few rounds of cow and cat. Inhale, drop your belly, look up. Arch your back. Exhale, round your back. Navel to spine. Push your hands in the mat. 3 more. Inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. Breathe in, look up, shine your heart. Breathe out, round your back, navel to spine. Last one. Inhale, look up. Exhale, round your back. Let's meet back in tabletop. We'll be doing now our spine balance. Keep pushing your hands in the mat. Take your right leg back, toes pointing towards the mat. Lower abdominal muscles engaged. Stay here for a couple of breaths. As you find stability, float your left hand forward and hold. Spine balance pose. Hold it for a couple of breaths. Keep breathing. Don't lose a breath. Don't let go of your lower belly. Keep it engaged. You can stay here or option to crunching. Take a long breath in. Exhale, knee to elbow. We're going to do 4 more. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, knee to elbow. 3 more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Last one. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, crunch and hold. Lift your knee higher, round your back. Keep pushing your right hand in the mat and hold. For 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Inhale, stretch. Bring your right knee on the mat. Move side to side. Switch to left side. Breathe in, take your left leg back. Toes pointing down. Make sure your both hips are in one line. Lower belly engaged. Find the stability. Inhale, float your right hand forward and hold. Spine balance your whole body from head to your foot to your hands. Right hand and left foot is very strong in one line. Hold it. Stay here or option. We're going to do our crunching. Breathe in. Breathe out. Elbow to knee. 4 more. Inhale straight. Exhale crunch. Take it straight and crunch. 2 more. Keep going. Keep breathing. Don't lose the connection with your breath. Last one and hold. Lift your knee high. Round your back. 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, bring your knee on the mat. Move side to side. Very nice. Now let's come into our Sukhasana. Body strength. I know a lot of people wants to work on their core, but especially in yoga when we want to do some poses just like a crow pose,
headstand. A lot of poses require our core strength. So if your core is strong, it comes easily. So you need to work on your core quite a bit for all those poses, or otherwise also it's really good to strengthen your whole body. It works on your full body muscles, and you just need to make sure that you are taking it with your own pace and you're listening to your body. I will guide you, but make sure you listen to your body. Whenever you feel any shooting pain, any tingling or numbing, please step back, rest, and then you can always do the variations. There are multiple variations. I'll show you one or two today, so whichever works best for you, just do that. So let's hop on the mat and bring your positive attitude. Let's come in a plank, full plank first. Your both hands pushing in the mat. Always have starfish hands, like open your fingers so you can grab the mat with your fingers and your knuckles. Your shoulders are in one line with your wrist. Legs straight. We're going to form one straight line. Legs straight, feet slightly apart. Come onto your toes. Hands pushing in the mat. Engage, contract your torso muscles, or engage your abdominal muscles. Engage your glutes. And the mistake mostly people make, it's don't collapse or don't lift your glutes too high. This can hurt your back. Basically, it's a one straight line. Hold it here and focus on what you are doing. And where it comes to the breath, make sure you have a constant breath. Sometimes in poses like this where a lot of muscles are working and it's a little hard, we tend to hold our breath, or we lose our breath. So conscious effort on your breath. Make sure you're breathing long inhales, long exhales. Stay here for at least, for the beginners, 15 seconds, or intermediate can go 30 seconds. And to intensify, you can lift your one foot away from the mat, just few inches, 2-3 inches away. Hold it here for 8, 7, 6, 5. Don't let go of belly. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Now lift your right one. 8, 7. Push your hands in the mat like you're pushing the earth away. 6, 5. Abs on. 5, 4, 3. Don't give up and smile. 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Bring the foot down. Push yourself back to a quick child pose. Circle your wrist. Since you will feel a pressure on your wrist, circle in one direction, then the other. Very nice. So there is a variation for people who cannot do full plank. Let's do a variation. Same thing, hands pushing in the mat, shoulders stacking over your wrist, and you can have your knees down. Take it further back. Knees down, belly engaged, guys. That's a core point. Engage your abdominal muscles so much. Bring your ribs inwards, inside, like hug your ribs. Feet on the mat, toes pointing back side of the mat. Then stay here, or you can lift your feet away from the mat, either next to each other, or you can cross it. This is another variation. If full plank, floating your knees away from the mat, it's too much, you can begin with this, and slow you can build your stamina. So this is variation. Again, you can come back into child pose. Stay here, re-energize yourself, and then come back. Another, we're going to add some more movement to it. Let's make it a little more juicy. Come into your plank, knees floating away from the mat, one straight line. You know the rules. body is in one full straight line, muscles engaged, glute muscles engaged, your abdominal muscles engaged, and hold it here. Now we're gonna add some more movement. You can bring your knee to your forehead, hold it, round your back, take it back. Next, rounding your back, shoulders are protecting away from each other, back. Let's do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, keep smiling, 1, keep breathing, very nice. Or you can bring your knees down and you can do the same motion with your knees down. Bring your knees close to your forehead, back, round your back, belly engaged. So this is another variation for with your knees down. There's another plank, forearm plank. This was on our hands, so let's come on our forearms now. Bring your forearms down on the mat. Same rule applies. Shoulders stack over, elbows in one line, hands wide open, pushing in the mat. Straighten your both legs, feet slightly apart, and come into your one straight line. Belly engaged, legs strong. This really strengthens your bones and your joints also. It relaxes and stretches your neck muscles, your shoulders muscles, your back muscles, because we are mostly on our devices looking down, so our neck gets really tight. So plank is a great workout for the whole body strength. Stay here again. You can lift your one foot away for a few counts. 5, 4, smile, 2, 1. Very nice. Bring your knees down. Come back. Knees together. Hands by your side. And child's pose. You can close and open your fist. Circle your wrist. Release any pressure. So this is another variation of planks. On your forearms, on your hands, then you can add your legs movement to intensify. You can start with always, if you're a beginner, you can start with 15 counts, 3 sets. Intermediate, you can keep building up your stamina, then you can hold for each plank for 30 seconds, 3 sets of that. So there were 3 types of planks. You can do for 10 minutes maybe every day. It will help a lot to for the whole body strength. And crunches are great, but planks are, a study shows planks are more effective than crunches. Planks activated 100% of your 6 packs muscles, whereas crunches does 64%. So planks are a little better than crunches. And people who cannot like to carry weights, like I don't like to carry weights, and I usually don't carry weights at all. So this is a great way of carrying your own body weight, and this, like I said, brings a lot of flexibility. There is a lower risk of injury, but just make sure you are doing it with your own pace, you're listening to your body, and do it every day, at least 10 minutes, morning, or if you want to add evening also. This is a great. I hope you will like it, and I will see you next time. There are so many for the core strength, and I will bring some more. Till then, take care of yourself, be well. Bye bye guys.